Hey, what's good? All right, so right now what I need everybody to do, if you haven't done so already, is have your Chromebook out, go to Canvas, and we're just going to week 6. Checking out week 6 because that's the week that we're on right now. And we are continually talking about the news, specifically fake news, and just how certain news circulates and goes around. And that's why we're going to go to this thing called circular reporting. So that's what we've been talking about. So you want to go to Thursday's circular reporting activity. And we're going to check this out. So my question is, does Beyonce have hot sauce in her bag swag? Question that a lot of people had in 2016. She had released her album Lemonade that year, but prior to that she had done a performance for the Super Bowl with her song Formation. Formation was something that broke the internet and changed my life, of course. But when we think about the impact of Beyonce's words, people went crazy. They wanted to understand the language that went behind all of her amazing songs from Lemonade. So one of the main tracks from that album was Formation. And with Formation, there's this one moment where she talks about having hot sauce in her bag swag. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, so awesome part of the song. So when we think about what that has to do with circular reporting, I got you. This is how it fits. Okay, so let's look at what circular reporting is, and then I'll explain how hot sauce in my bag swag has to do with that. So when we think about circular reporting, all it is a situation where a piece of information appears to come from multiple independent sources, when in reality, it only comes from a single source. So in this case, that single source is Beyonce. You know, Beyonce is going to know whether or not she has hot sauce in her bag swag. Okay? Now, when we think about why there's all these different articles that we're going to look at today about hot sauce in Beyonce's bag, the thing is that a lot of the time reporters will plant fake articles, or they'll take something and they'll blow it up really big. You know, hot sauce in a bag seems really small, but it has a lot of meaning. So a lot of the times news reporters will grab our attention with things that seem confusing, and they're hoping that that confusion gets us to read their article, which actually gives them money. You know, because anytime we stream something, click on something, do something on the internet, somehow someone's getting paid. So a lot of people are making money off of just writing articles. And in 2016, it seemed like a lot of people were trying to write articles about Beyonce. And the thing is that Beyonce does not do interviews. She's a very mysterious woman, which I think is why we love her so much, is because what she gives us is what it is. She is in control of her own image, and she uses that to her advantage. Because a lot of the times, she'll break the internet with a question like, is there hot sauce in my bag? So we can definitely check out this halftime performance from the Super Bowl where she does the Formation performance that changed my life. I don't know. I did go see it in concert eventually later that year. But, you know, when I think about just what we're doing right now is we're taking something so simple, this one fact, hot sauce in my bag. Now, when we look at these articles down below, all these articles are different articles that different gatekeepers pushed out because they wanted to talk about this topic. So we have the New York Post, learn from Beyonce and bring hot sauce everywhere. Stylecaster, they did an article, 10 hot sauces to keep in your bag. New York Daily News, carry hot sauce in your bag like Beyonce. Okay. Eatery, they wrote an article titled Hot Sauce in Her Bag, Southern Black Identity, Beyonce, Jim Crow, and the Pleasure of Well-Seasoned Food. The Washington Post, they have an article titled Hillary Clinton Joins the Breakfast Club to Talk Beyonce and Hot Sauce in Her Bag Swag. The Week, they also posted an article titled "Clinton Stirs Anger by Claiming She Carries Hot Sauce in Her Bag Like Beyonce." So Hillary Clinton, she was running up against Donald Trump a couple years ago, and she lost, and he won. And people were saying that she was trying to compare herself to Beyonce, hoping that she could get more votes, which is what stirred anger in people. Because people are like, Clinton ain't no Beyonce. And I agree, she ain't. And then Romper has this article titled "Beyonce's Bat and Lemonade Had a Clever Name of Its Own." Okay? So what I want us to do today is basically take this worksheet that I've handed out. So we're going to use this worksheet. And what this worksheet has are those articles. I picked 5 of them. And I put the title. Now what I want you to do, based on the title, I want you to explain what that article is about. And if you feel like you can't do that based on the title, I want you to click on the link and try to skim, quickly read maybe what that article is about. And then you'll fill in just like a sentence or two. What is that article probably about? You know, is learn from Beyonce and bring hot sauce everywhere. The New York Post. Like, did Beyonce actually tell the New York Post what type of hot sauces to bring? I don't know. What are they implying? That's what we're trying to figure out, okay? We're looking at these headlines. And the idea is we're also looking at these headlines. We're identifying media bias. So we're understanding like how someone's opinion about something can affect how it's reported. You're also going to just look at the fact that all of these articles are talking about the same one thing. So we're spinning this topic, and it's going in circles. And why it's going in circles is because with circular reporting, basically the internet, you know, like Twitter, Wikipedia, Reddit, these online sources, they're pushing out information like about Beyonce's hot sauce that's in her bag. They're pushing out information, and then news sources, you know, the gatekeepers, the ones that are actually pushing out our real credible news, they're taking that and then they're writing stories about this topic. Even if it's not really true that Beyonce holds a bottle of hot sauce in her bag. Like, does Beyonce even carry a bag? Isn't she rich enough where somebody else carries her stuff for her? Unless it's for fashion? I don't know if she really carries a bag, you know? She's pretty rich. Is she going to a place where she actually needs to bring stuff? Isn't she that rich where it should just be there? She's Beyonce. So that's kind of what the news articles are doing. They're taking this concept from the internet and they're trying to figure out how to write a story about it, which is why we have all these random articles about hot sauce and Beyonce's bag. So again, what you're doing is you're taking the worksheet and you're just writing what is the article about, specifically based on just the title of the headline, but then also click on the link to see if you can try to get some more information on how to describe what the article is about. On the back side of this, I guess I just really want you to pick one of the articles. And that's what it says. Pick one of the articles you have listed in the table from here and read it in full. Then answer the following questions. So this one side, you're analyzing the headlines of 5 different articles and explaining what those articles are probably about. Then you're going to pick one article and you're going to actually read all of it. And you're going to answer these questions. Describe the stance or attitude of the article towards the issue. You know, the issue is, does Beyonce have hot sauce in her bag? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it neutral? Meaning like we don't really feel positive or negative. It's just kind of in the middle. Does the article cite or reference any other sources, such as statistics, scientific or academic studies, or does it talk about other articles? You know, where are they getting their source from? They're not talking to Beyonce about the hot sauce in her bag. She's not talking to them. So who are these gatekeepers talking to get their information? Are they credible sources? And whether you have answered yes or no about whether or not there's references in the article, what effect does this have on the reliability of the main article? Is it trustworthy? So if they're citing sources, yes. Does that make it credible? If they're not citing sources, do we believe them? Find out. So make sure that you do both sides. And we're just deciding, is there hot sauce in Beyonce's bag? Swag, you know? We'll find out. I will tell you the answer if you don't know. Good luck. Let's do this activity. It is going to be worth 20 points because there's two sides. I'm going to do 10 points for each side. So 20 points on circular reporting. Okay? Very easy. If you have questions, ask. Here we go. Good luck.